So welcome back. We have our lines open here, and if you want to make a change, if you want to up your game, you call in here and you're going to get this academy from me for free. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I tell everybody, please go up onto Ken's website, which is makingthecut.biz. Go up there, you're going to see everything that he offers for free, which are all awesome to get and use. He loves you to do that. And let me tell you, all these little things that you do, we talked about it earlier, it's the little things that make the bigger impact.
Absolutely.
And you call in here and get that academy from me for free. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100.
Yeah, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of content, if you will. The best thing that you can do is to do something with it. So while it might be interesting just to read through the ebook, for example, it will be effective and have an impact if you make a change somewhere in there.
I want to talk about that ebook for a second.
Okay.
I forgot to do that. Maybe that was the thing I was thinking about. I know we're talking about some of these points.
We are talking about it.
But I meant this part of it, that you have templates in there and things for them to help them not only just read.
Right, all the way through the ebook and the e-coaching email series that follows it, all of them have invitations to use templates, to contact me, graphics and information. So it's a lot there for you, a lot of tools and resources, and the best thing that you can do is to use the one that tackles the thing that is in your way most at the moment.
The way I look at the template myself is giving you an idea of a tool to use, right? And I think that's the hardest thing. I know that's what's great about having somebody else that's the outsider looking into your business that can help you with some ideas, because you can't think of it all yourself. It's impossible. And I think that's what's wonderful about some of them.
Well, and for a lot of entrepreneurs, they're willing to take a risk, or they wouldn't start the business in the first place. They're great creative thinkers, or they would be, they wouldn't have a new take on an old product, if you will. But what they benefit from is often a template, meaning just get me started, right? If I had to start from absolute scratch, I just put the whole thing aside because I don't have time for that. So it's another way for me to help you with the time battle of, if you want to come up with a strategic plan, there's a 2-page template, 2 pages. You can get through that pretty quick, asking high-level questions. Getting simple answers to straightforward questions is a great way to get going and get moving. You'll be surprised how much you can accomplish. It doesn't have to be thousands of words for an effective business plan.
And the other thing is, what's great about it is it lights up your own mind, right? And it makes you think.
Yes.
I think that's the best part about that too, because again, that's where you come as a partnership.
Yeah, it's a partnership. It's helping business owners understand that reactionaries, when you're working in the business, the work that we're going to do together is, or that you'll do inside of my ecosystem, is going to be working on the business.
I want to talk about no sales system, because every business, no matter what it is, has a sales pitch that they got to do, right?
Right. They have to have a way to sell to the person. So marketing is about creating awareness and then curiosity. And selling is turning that curiosity and matching it with the thing that you do, the service or product that you do, that solves whatever it is the client, your client wants. So a lot of people don't think through this is yet another system that you want to have. I'm actually working with a client where they have one very gifted founder had always been their salesperson, kind of knew everyone in his community, and he did it with little effort because it was so natural for him. Now they're big enough where he wants to start training people and create a sales department. And right out of the gate, first of all, you kind of have to follow him around and figure out what it is he does all day. Because he does it so naturally. That is exactly what happens with all entrepreneurs in all of their systems. They do all the things, it's just in their head. As soon as we can get it out of their head and create a system behind it to train other people to do it, they will continue to grow.
Well, right now, everybody at the end of the year is thinking, how can I better that, especially in their sales department?
Well,
next year?
we're done with 2024. We've talked about this before. Once the pumpkin hits the porch, your year is done. Whatever is in the hopper will come in, but nothing else you do this year, I mean, there may be something closes, but for the most part, if you think about your overall business, your revenue, you can probably estimate it pretty accurately by this stage. Over a month ago, you would have been accurate in estimating where you're gonna land by the end of the year. And that means your best investment of time and resource is in planning 2025. Knowing what you want to achieve, so you already know everything that you're doing, whatever your revenue number is for 24, you can do that again next year if you just repeat yourself. Do you want to do that next year? And if not, what will shift to improve that to where you want it to?
So of the different things that you give out there, is the profit calculator the best thing to determine on that kind of a thing, or no?
It's one thing among many. There's not, again, this is that trap we fall into, like there's one secret thing and one
See the
secret
way
step
I am?
and one secret template.
I want one answer, get it done, let's go forward.
Yeah, I don't know, because it depends on your business.
Mhm.
Is that the one thing? I don't know. There's a lot of resources in there to help you figure out what the one thing is.
Right, I get that,
Right?
I get
It's
that.
the reverse of, we designed all the content so that you can figure out what it is. It might be the 5 steps to freedom. Figure out where you are in the business, where you'd like to be in the business, and that's one element of how we design a coaching plan to get you there.
When you're suggesting more than anything is for those 5 steps to freedom to be started with that first, to figure out those plans before you even start, well,
Not necessarily.
okay,
Again,
see,
it's-
I'm wrong again.
There's not one thing, right? It's whatever resonates. Your eyeballs are gonna hit something and that's gonna be, oh, I wanna do that one.
Mhm.
Right? For some people, that profit equation calculator, if they've got their handle on it.
It must be
they've got a
mine,
handle.
because I tend to gravitate to that one
Yeah.
whenever you come here all the time.
You like that one,
I don't
and
know
a lot
what
of
it is.
people do. Other people get resistant in there. Whatever, they tell themselves a story that I have in my head what they should be doing, right? Business owners are super driven, but they also have a tendency to should on themselves. And we have to get past that mindset of, this is just looking at information and figuring out where your best course of action is. So you want me to point to one thing, but that's the point. These are assessments so that we know what the one thing is.
Well, when you go up there and you first look at it, you're gonna get the book. It's the 6 silver bullets to grow any business fast. You're gonna get the e-coaching series, the emails that you're gonna get as well. Everything that you get up there, you're gonna see is for free for you. And you go through and there's a plethora, if that's the right word, of information there for you to use at your at leisure, and you go as fast or as slow as you want. And then there's the academy, which it's a deeper dive, should I say, and there is a cost for that, but guess what? You call me, you're gonna get it for free. You're gonna love that you did. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free is 1-866-536-1100. And go up onto his website where you can check it all out. It's makingthecut.biz. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is your chance. The question is, why would I give it away free if it were valuable? Because this is the first step. It's not the last step. It's not going to lead you to the championship, but it may help you in the near term figure out why coaching.
Right, and then they call you, right?
Yeah.
They have that consultation,
Yeah.
and you find out whether or not you both get a fit. I also want you to talk about how you fly along with them. I think that's one of the reasons how you kind of help them, and what that looks like as a coach. I'm not sure if it was weekly or how you work that. I can't remember right now.
It depends on the engagement, what we're
Everybody's
trying to
different?
solve. Everybody is different. We have starting places, but everybody is different. And we customize the plan for what they actually want to achieve. And it's, the reason we show all the content is because we want them to understand what coaching is. We also want them to have a sense of, and have that conversation with themselves of, if you can do it yourself, the question is, why haven't you yet?
Well, you know why you haven't, probably.
You probably do.
Uh-huh.
Most do. And that's where I come in. It's an accountability partner, but it's also somebody that's cheering for your success. Again, using sports analogies, every single successful team has a coach.
Mhm.
They all do. They don't self-manage, they don't self-coach, because you can't watch yourself while you're in the midst of the game. And a A lot of the work that we do privately, we're working on that awareness, because in awareness comes choice, and in choice comes change, and in change comes your success. So, so somewhere along the way, we're going to have those conversations, you're going to make the changes, and then the natural evolution of business, meaning stress is going to come in, and challenge is going to come in, and cash flow issues are going to come in, people problems are going to come in. And that's going to be the real test of, are you going to stick with that plan that you've made for yourself that I've helped you with, so that you can win. Because that's also a behavior pattern that we see. Coach Tony Dungy wrote about that, of helping a team become successful, and then they got to a playoff and lost because people went back to the way they were doing it, because that's what they were familiar with. It took them a while to get wired for a change. That's what they help you do, is wiring for change.
And that's those little things that you do, all those little things that make such a big difference, big impact.
Yeah.
And you've said that. What's your final words?
Yeah, now's the time to start. January is not going to, this is not be any different January than it is right now. However, if you do start now, you can have a great January. However you do in January is how you're going to do for the year, so let's set that intention now.
You're going to be a better you, which I love that about that. What you do is you help people do that, whether it's you for your business. Again, the number to call here for the Academy is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check them out. You're going to love that you did. It's making the cut. .biz.